Pisces, the double fish. Here's your reading for November 2017. As usual, guys, this is a general reading. So the energies and messages here can either be coming to you or be coming directly from you. All the messages here will not resonate completely with your unique situation, nor are they all meant to. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Go ahead and see the description box to book a private reading for yourself. All right, let's go ahead and bless the decks and we'll get started. Guardian angels of love and light, ancestors lost and known in the seas of time, please intercede this reading to provide Pisces with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks, and please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they are meant and or intended to be. All right, Pisces, we're coming into the reading with the Seven of Pentacles upright. Just going to go and put it to the side here. Okay, Pisces, so this is the heart of the matter here. Everything around it. There's the environment or other stimuli or other situations that are at hand. And I want to say maybe these two cards kind of bond these two ideas together, or these two stimuli together. This is going to be super intuitive, so we'll just go with it. So, Four of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Wands reversed, Page of Cups reversed, and the Star upright for the heart of the matter here for you, Pisces. You could maybe be dealing with an Aquarius, or possibly an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So, Pisces, I feel as though you're giving and giving and giving, but you're not reaping a benefit from it. No, scratch that. Not that necessarily it's a benefit. You're not reaping, Pisces, reciprocity. So, it's almost as if you are allowing this person, circumstance, situation, event, whatever it may be for you today, to suck the life right out of you, basically, Pisces. But you're aiding in this. You're playing a pivotal role in this, Pisces. Now, guys, once again, this is a general reading, so these energies can either be coming to you from an outside source, or they can be, coming directly from you to the outside source. So apply it, okay, guys? And in some instances, it may be coming to you. In some instances, it may be coming, from you. So just apply every instance to your situation, okay? And remember, it's not supposed to resonate with you. Not in all the messages here, not supposed to resonate with you, nor are they meant to, it's a general reading. Okay, guys. So I feel, Pisces, as if there's a drive in you. There's a drive that, I don't want to say you want to prove something, Pisces, but I feel as if you're holding on to hope for a reason. I feel as if there's a sense of duty here. Like if you owe someone something, but your actions clearly, and your creativity and the way that you're going about doing this and carrying this out clearly isn't appropriate. Normally the Queen of Wands, can be someone who uses their power over other people, who just kind of pushes everyone out of the way to get to their goal. But I feel, Pisces, that in this position here next to the Page of Cups reversed, I feel as if it's more of not knowing what you're doing, lacking the experience. and jumping into something like this with the notion that you were able to handle it. But your emotion is kind of out of whack. I feel like there is maybe a misalignment of your emotions right now. There is a reason that maybe you don't want to understand how your emotions are being afflicted, negatively afflicted, or inflicted, more afflicted though. But I feel as though that's what's kind of going on. Not only are you really wanting to understand why your emotions are being misused or excused or dismissed, but continuing on with it in a very ambitious manner, but still having the hope, Pisces, or it can be or could be an Aquarius for you, but I want to focus more on you guys. There's a sense here, I was going to say Aquarius, maybe you are dealing with one. There's a sense here, Pisces, of like being extremely vulnerable with this person or situation or circumstance. And that's where, but being vulnerable at the expense of your well-being. So that's where I'm coming up with, or I'm getting, or I'm picking up on, that the misalignment, or what I'm getting and picking up on, is owing someone something. There's like a debt to be paid, or there is something going on that is regarding an owing, like an IOU on a sheet of paper or something like that. There's a need to keep fighting when the ends doesn't really justify the means, and especially when it's afflicted or it's afflicting towards your well-being. You understand what I'm saying? I'm really feeling that. Because the Four of Pentacles reverse and the Star card here, those are great cards. You know, it's being vulnerable and being okay with giving, but not in this method, not in this manner. It's not okay. This is clearly not knowing what you're doing. Or, Pisces, let me say that this is not even oblivion. This is not caring about yourself or not caring about your well-being and just continuing to move forward, knowing how detrimental it can or is or will be to you, who you are. But there's still that hope there. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. So I haven't seen all of these cards around the circumference. The majority of them popped out face down, so let's flip them over and let's see what's going on here. Temperance reverse. The Tower reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. And the Moon card reversed. Okay, Pisces, kind of affirms what I was feeling, you know, initially. In terms of the emotion, Pisces, or in terms of how you handle things and how you go about understanding your emotions and how you go about initializing them or how you go about displaying them and offering them up. I feel as though there isn't healing here. There's a lack of healing. I know healing's hard, of course, and sometimes we don't know where to start. And that's that's a valid premise. But when the Page of Cups is reversed, for me as a reader, I look at this as very stubborn energy, just not wanting to understand your emotion. It's like almost dereliction, just wanting to ignore it, not wanting to understand why it's there, why those feelings come up but yet they're ignored, not checking in with yourself, just blatant disrespect for your own feelings and disregard for your own feelings, let's say that. There's an avoidance here, an avoidance of trying to avoid the inevitable. So if we don't have any healing and we're not making the correct decisions and we don't have moderation, right? Like temperance reversed, this is only going to lead to something changing. So the one thing that you're protesting against is the one thing you're concerning yourself with. And we all know that we can't avoid the tower. And if we do, also I'm picking up to the tower card reverse also means not taking responsibility for your end on certain aspects. Not really taking responsibility for how you maybe can cause self-detriment. And I feel, Pisces, that there's a learning lesson in this. There's something will come about that'll change the game. But I feel like it's going to be positive. I don't feel like it's going to be negative. But you're going to come to a point when you will see what happens when you ignore your emotions and when you ignore that in which you need. And how you become stagnant. But then you become stagnant kind of in your own demise, in your own, in the mire, you know? Now coming over here, clearly, deception has been indicated somewhere along the lines here. And I feel as though, Pisces, that the deception that's been indicated, I mean, you came out in your own reading, the moon card here, reverse. So I feel as though you're going to see how ambition can be debilitating here. You're going to see how when we just keep trying, and I'm feeling a big, huge sense here of loyalty, or of the perception of what you believe loyalty is. Yes, loyalty is sticking around through the good and the bad, of course. But not when you're the only one providing or taking on the bad. Is the other person giving you that in tandem? Is that person giving you that in which you give? Do they give you as much as you give? Are you receiving as much as you give? Whether it's not an amount, it's in the quality, you know? Because it doesn't have to be the same amount, but as long as it's the same quality, that's fine. But I feel here, Pisces, that you're going to catch yourself, because you're going to see that when you are not honest with yourself and ambition becomes debilitating, you can't be the King of Pentacles. Maybe you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or have that in your chart possibly, or maybe a Sagittarius. There's a lot of major arcana here. Almost every corner is, with the exception of the King of Pentacles here. So there is hope here, Pisces, because I can see it in, you know, in the heart of the matter here. But I feel like this hope is misguided. It isn't true to who you are. You won't be able to establish stability for yourself if you don't even understand that in which you need to manifest to achieve stability for yourself. Okay, the Hangman. The Nine of Cups, okay. So I feel, Pisces, that, remember when I said stagnation over here a minute ago? This is stagnation. This is just hanging around. But you want to know something else too. The Hangman can also be viewed as sacrifice, which is fine, Pisces, because you know a lot about sacrifice. You're ruled by Neptune in the 12th house. It's all about sacrifice and spirituality. But not when there isn't any moderation in it, because then we'll lose ourselves. We'll lose ourselves along the way. And that's when then we try to avoid inevitabilities. If that's even a word. We try to avoid the inevitable. And it's not going to work, because when we choose to ignore it and we just choose just to hang around and to stay stagnant, it doesn't work like that. Because there will come a time when things will change on you. And all that's left to do is you're going to have to just adjust. But I feel like there's good's going to come out of this. I don't feel like bad's going to come out of it. And I also feel too, Pisces, through this you're going to learn what you need to emotionally fulfill yourself. And then you're going to use the ambition in a proper manner towards a common goal, but for yourself, with the Nine of Cups here. You're going to achieve emotional satisfaction, but for you. You're going to learn a valuable lesson here. Because I feel, Pisces, like you're already lying to yourself. You're believing your own folly, in a sense. And I'm saying all this, Pisces, with the most respect, you know, with the utmost respect. Because this is what I'm getting from this spread, you know. So you come into the reading right here with the Seven of Pentacles. Which direction are you going to choose, Pisces? Are you going to choose yourself, or are you going to choose someone else to possibly maybe make you happy? Are you going to apply this vulnerability to the Nine of Cups? Or are you going to apply this vulnerability to just hanging around waiting for something to happen? Waiting for someone to maybe make the decision for you? Ace of Pentacles reversed here. And the Three of Swords reversed here. When I see this, I believe, Pisces, that this is the after effect of when this is worked out. Because it's not going to go away, but it's something to work at. But when you find the answer in this, or the solution to this, is when you're no longer going to accept this type of behavior from yourself. It's when you're going to then say, you deserve, or let me say in your guys' eyes, but in your context, I deserve more. And you're not going to take the offers of stagnation anymore, not just from yourself, but not from other people. And you're going to come out of heartbreak as well. But you're going to have to achieve the Nine of Cups. Now, this is going to be an intermittent achievement, you know, because we're always growing and we always require and need more as time goes on, as we progress in life. But once the truth is said and admitted to yourself, that's when emotional stability, or at least emotional fulfillment, will at least begin to manifest. But it's only going to come from you, though. You can't find this in another person. And when this is worked out, and when this is worked out to the best of your ability, and to where at least you can feel confident enough in yourself to where, you know, you can be the King of Pentacles upright. You're going to be so much more of a stronger person, and you're going to be able to, Pisces, give that next person, that next relationship, that next lover, whoever it is may be for, whatever it is may be for you, that next relationship, you're going to be able to give it so much more because you trust yourself in the end. Three of Wands reverse. Not seeing your ships really come in when we ignore certain things in our life, and we just think it's just going to go away. And I believe that that's why the Hangman is here, because it was kind of like, we're just going to pretend like it's just going to go away, like whatever. I made the wrong decision, okay, whatever, you know, we're just whatever. But no, you can't just ignore it. It's not how it works, because then you haven't dealt with it. And therefore, when something similar comes up or arises in the future, you're not even going to know how to deal with that, because you didn't deal with this first initial dose. But it's okay, because the Magician card is here. manifesting what you need, because you have all the tools necessary now. Once we cope with this, and once we figure out what's going on here, and when we figure out what the roots are, and what the roots are attached to. All right, Pisces, let's see. Let's pull a Jesus card, see what he has for you. Wow. I'm going to take these 3 that flipped over. I think there's 4. Yeah, we're going to take all 4 of those. I don't know. Just feel good about that. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Matthew 7:7. Ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. John 16:24. Fear not, little flock. Sorry, guys. For it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Luke 12:32. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Matthew 5:9. Wow, Pisces, that's a lot. But it's okay, because I felt like this is needed. You have to know what you want, Pisces. You know? And it's tough to know what we want. It's always changing as we progress and when we age. It's a journey. But don't think, Pisces, that all of a sudden when we find that which we need at that point in time, that like, that's it. This is all I need, and that's it. You know, having like blind faith a little bit. Because when you do knock, it will be there, of course. But when you do knock, right, are you asking for that which is inside, right? What's behind the door? Why are you knocking? Are you knocking at the right door? You know? And what is behind the door, is that what in which you were asking for? Is it there? I feel, Pisces, it has a little bit of fear. Fear of maybe, I'm starting to kind of pick up too, like maybe this is comfortability a little bit for you, maybe settling a little bit. Blessed are the peacemakers. You have to have peace, Pisces. Peace is really important to you. You don't like conflict. You don't like, you know, contention. But when we choose to gallivant in this direction, it's the opposite of peace. It's the antithesis of peace. And then therefore we don't obtain it. And we end up living in fear in a sense. Especially when we feel like we owe someone something. I'm really picking that up here. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Matthew 25:21. I had a feeling just to pick another card up. And I mean, normally I wouldn't, but my guides were like screaming at me right now. They're like, pick that card up. What do you owe, Pisces? You feel like you owe someone something. You feel like there's a debt to be paid. I feel like you feel like you're indebted to someone or to something. It's time to leave that, Pisces, behind. Because you have to do what you need now for yourself so you can have peace. And you can go on with your spirituality and you can be happy, so you can give yourself what you need, and you can also give the people that are there around and that do matter all of you. And you can then give this ambition and all of this energy towards something that's viable. And then when they knock and you open the door, it's what they have asked and what they want to receive from you. In an appropriate manner, of course. All right, Pisces, I think this concludes your reading. Check out Matthew 7, John 16, Matthew 25, Luke 12, and Matthew 5. Okay? All right, Pisces. I don't think it was bad. It was just maybe a little bit of an eye-opener. But be good, Pisces. Don't be that faithful servant, right? When it's at your cost or when it's at your demise. Because when it comes to your spirit guides, to God, whoever, whatever it is that you confide in, it's all from the same source. It's all from love. This is not love. You know? All right, Pisces. Well, see ya. Stay strong.